back to In and Around North Bay, and yes, we are still at the Disneyland Park here in Anaheim, California. We're at Disneyland at the moment, but we've decided we're going to spend the afternoon at the sister park at DisneyLand California Adventure, just after we go one more time on the Haunted Mansion. So the lines for the rides were very long at California Adventure, but at least getting our food was pretty quick. We went to Cocina Cucamonga Mexican Grill, which is serving their queso birria, their beans, and of course their consomme. It was pretty good. It was good enough for Disney, I would say. Definitely not the best queso birria I've ever had. That's the kids' taco there. They obviously didn't want anything on it, but what was really great and was so nice, and in the middle of the day, a very hot day here at Disneyland, were the drinks. We had a michelada, we had a horchata, we had this cocktail that I don't remember. All of them were really great. One of the main reasons I wanted to come to California Adventure was to finally get to eat at Carthay Circle restaurant. If you're a Disney fan, you know that this is the premier restaurant in the Disney parks, arguably at least. It's definitely the most expensive restaurant that you can go to, and it looks beautiful. It's structured and built to look like the theater, which first had Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, really that feature-length film which established Disney as a real powerhouse in the animation business. And it's a restaurant that we highly recommend getting reservations for. Again, it's going to be quite pricey. You're going to see the meals in just a moment here, but part of the experience of going to Carthay Circle is just to be inside this building. It's got that old classic Hollywood charm. It's got some Art Deco elements to it. It feels in many corners like an upscale restaurant. And so just being able to bask in that and enjoy it, that was definitely worth the price of admission. So let's take a look now as we get to our table. And of course, you're going to be greeted to lots and lots of Disney memorabilia, specifically to those early days of the Disney company, a lot focusing on Walt himself. It's a lot of fun to just kind of take a look at these things, take it in, imagine that you are at that Carthay Theater way back in the 1930s. So of course, we have our kids with us, and understandably, if you're going to a very nice, expensive sit-down restaurant and you don't have kids, you probably don't want to be seated next to a family that does. I get that. I'm a parent. We have our kids with us for everything, but I understand that people feel that way. They ended up putting us in a room next to lots and lots of other families with kids. My kids were very well behaved, not all the other ones in the room. But thankfully, we did get to have some very nice drinks. Here, I'm having an awesome martini as well as some very nice red wine. My wife also got her own mixed cocktail that she said was very, very good. We decided we're going to go all out on this meal. We're going to get the appetizers. We're going to get the entrees, like this incredible pork chop, so juicy, so tender, so thick. I mean, this is really a two-person meal, but of course we ate it on our own. We also got the steak with this really delicious mango chutney that was on top. Very good, very expensive. You have to save your pennies to go here, but it was worth it. Even the kids' steak was pretty good. And of course, we've got to end the meal with some very decadent desserts like this ice cream and cookie, as well as this ice cream pop. Kids loved it. My wife loved it. I was just sipping on my martini and enjoying it all. So until next time, everyone.